marketing strategies. So first one, I love, we gotta be a little bit more creative on social media. And so I love this Beat the Heat. Come up with a different name, social media featured home campaign. I like, what you said earlier, Todd, I always would do that with clients. Here is a featured home in your market, the best value on the property. Let's jump in the car and let's go see
Take a
it.
look. Yep.
But find, people, I'm just telling you, people just love anything on social media that's showing homes, whether they're home tours or whatever the case is. People just they eat that up. So go through the MLS, find listings that have got incredible backyards that will help keep people cool, like amazing pools and covered patios and homes that's got big giant shady trees and mister systems, and then find them whether you're going to do a weekly one, a daily one. I would, if it were me, I would probably do a weekly one and find that one day, and then maybe if the house is vacant, make arrangements with that agent to go out there and do some video. But I think it'd be a great thing if every single week you're on your Facebook page or Instagram or wherever your social media presence is, do a featured home. But always, if you're going to post, offer to show them the home. Hey,
Yeah.
check out this home. It's amazing.
Yep.
Who wants to go see it?
And that's the thing. You're trying to get them to come to the position that they're unhappy with the property they're in right now. That's really what you're trying to do. You're trying to share with them some really cool things that get them to think about, well, that would be. I'd like to have that backyard. But here's a broker thing.
Or I would like to have a pool because it's really hot, and I'm looking at my backyard and there's no pool.
Yeah, there you go. But here's a broker thing. Be very, very careful about reposting other agents' properties without written permission from the agent.
I can't take it from the MLS.
No, you know that already, but that's pretty good. No. In fact, you can, the only thing you could potentially do would be forward somebody else's listing to social wise. But if you're going to go out and you'd like to do it, you'd like to video somebody's house, just ask for permission to be able to share the video online, and ask it up front, of course. You don't have to show them the video. Just tell them, hey, listen, can I do that? But that's a broker requirement. With the changes from on December 13th of last year, is to make sure that you have permission anytime you're going to start marketing anything that's other. Now, if you showed a bunch of backyards and there was not one specific one and you weren't talking about a specific house, you're good to go. Okay. But when you're sitting there and you're talking about any specific house, then you have to be careful and make sure that you have the broker, whoever not the owner, but the listing agent's permission.
Now, Nick, your backyard, that's a bad mamma jamma.
Yeah,
like that. That's the kind of. I mean, I would be like, dude, I'd want to go jump in that pool and buy that house. That's why you bought the house.
100%. And that's that's to Todd's point. I mean, going through the MLS and pulling some decent pictures, not talking about one specific MLS, but when you do social media marketing, we need to get more intentional in what we're doing. So who's on your social media? Are they people from Phoenix? Are they people back east? Are you on Instagram more? Do you have more people that are following you on Facebook? Let's just assume that you're on Instagram. It's a fantastic opportunity to post carousel photos. So you're posting 15, 20 different backyards, front houses, kitchens, etc. And if you've got it and you're doing it consistently, what better Friday afternoon to go through an agent's post and start looking at these what if scenarios? What if we could afford that house with the backyard of the pool? What if we could be sitting under that shade tree and enjoying the kids playing in the grass? Those are good conversation starters. And now if your demographic is outside of Phoenix, if you're posting that stuff in the summertime and you're getting them to think about the harsh winter that's coming and the blistering snow and all the terribleness, what about coming out to Phoenix? And so you make this really powerful if you think about it for more than just a few seconds. It takes 30 minutes to go through, pull some fun images, write some copy, because you shouldn't be writing the copy. You're going to have AI do that for you. You get two very specific types of posts out there, and you're the person people are looking at Friday afternoons as they're sitting wondering why they're still in the job, still in the house, still in the thing. You're making them second guess that. It's cool stuff you can do on social media without too much time.
I'm going to bring some clients over to your house this Sunday.
We're barbecuing. I got ribs and tri-tip.
Perfect. All right. Staycation campaigns. Staycations are huge. And it's that time of year where people are like, hey, where are the best staycation deals? I got to go on the internet. I got to sift through this. And then I got to read all the fine print. What days of the week is that price that I'm staring at good for? So be the source of the best deals. It might take you some time. I definitely use ChatGPT in this, but create a comprehensive list of the best staycation opportunities in Phoenix and maybe even up in Sedona or wherever the case is, and make that a social media campaign. But in this, if I'm going to spend time compiling the list, I would maybe weekly say, hey, you know, the Marriott's got a great one, da 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 da. But you know, DM me for the complete list so you can start collecting that information. But it's, you know, it's not only a good way to collect data, you know, and connect with people, but we always say be the source of the source. And there's I would love this. I would absolutely love this. Of here's a list of all the places, the deals. What days of the week am I getting what price, and their phone number?
You know, that absolutely. You know who's really a fantastic person to help you compile that flyer
Nick.
would be Leslie Del Maestro over at American
That's exactly
Title.
what I was going to say.
Leslie is my
Not me,
go-to
Leslie.
person, my wife's go-to person when it comes to having to have, you know, things of that nature, flyers. Like I called her once because I saw it many, many months ago, and I said, "Hey, Leslie, you have that thing about, you know, those underground speakeasy places, right?" You know, and she's like, "Oh yeah." I'm like, "Well, could you send that to me?" She goes, "Oh yeah." You know, and like 20 minutes later, I had it in my text. And do you know how long it would have taken me to go online, even with ChatGPT, and find all the different, you know? So, okay, to your point, these staycation things are amazing, and they're even amazing for you and I as realtors to get out with our wives and break the monotony of the 110-degree heat too. But just imagine that anything that we're feeling, if we can build into that you think the consumers are feeling, you can build into that flyer. But Mike, to your point, you have to have the action item of coming back to you, or the link, or the button, or the something.
Well, you've got to be consistent in what you're posting so that they go back to your social media looking for the information. Leslie, and we're talking about Leslie no matter if Ron was on
Was
the
here or not,
podcast or
right.
well.
Oh,
Leslie,
Ron, you're here.
Leslie does one of the best jobs of this
No,
across
she
the board.
does.
No
She
takeaway
nails
from
it.
any other reps, but she's great at that. When I think, as soon as I saw that number 2, I knew you were going to say it because that was the first person that I thought about.
Yeah.
She has made it where we have to think about her when we have these conversations. You, as a realtor, should be doing the same thing with your social media. When someone talks about whatever, staycations, real estate, anything that you can speak intelligently on, when they're having a conversation with someone and you're not in the room, your name should be mentioned, and that's how you know you're winning.
Now, I hadn't really thought about this, so I mean, you can get very creative with ideas. But what if you offered some sort of staycation, you know, giveaway that's branded to your business, that you're gonna, you know, someone's gonna go do a staycation. They say, "Thanks for that list, Todd," and you're like, "Hey, I got this staycation package. Whether it's a small little cooler with some branded water bottles, and for Nick, get some floaties with my brand on it."
Are you doing it to collect names for resoliciting them for real estate, or are you doing it just to have the giveaway?
No, I'm
mean, you're gonna burn everybody's
talking
contact
about
information
a prize. I'm just saying, you know, hey, you offer the staycation, you know, comprehensive list, and people go, yeah, I want that, and then now you're talking with them, say, hey, man, I got this great gift for you if you're gonna go jump on this, and
So you'd give the gift to anybody that contacted with you.
Yeah, of
No,
course,
that's
yeah,
great. That's awesome. Yeah, I love that.
All right, I'm going to do the broker talk for Todd this time. If you're going to do any kind of giveaway or game of chance, please have a conversation with your broker before you do that. Right. Yeah, just fun like
Anything
stuff like
to
that.
solicit consumers that you're going to recontact. That's against the
You
law.
guys are no fun.
No, absolutely not.
All right, start planning your back to school campaign. This is the one that you don't want to wait for the last second, and you know, and as far as part of all of our efforts to engage in cause marketing. People love this back to school stuff. It is a great way for you not only to connect with your sphere of influence and your community, but a great way to show that you care about your community. So right now, you know, find a school to partner with, and you know, what is it that they need for next fall? Do they need backpacks? Do they need notebooks, or whatever it is? And then start your social media campaign. But my thought with this is starting now is document the entire process. Get behind the camera and say, hey, I'm starting this. Who's got some schools that maybe might need stuff, and get people to engage into suggestions and stuff that. And then this is when somebody raises their hand and says, yeah, I would like to donate 10 backpacks to your back to school campaign. Offer to pick them up. Yeah, you could set it up so that they could buy them through Amazon and have it delivered to you,
too, yeah.
which is a great option if they're in Nebraska.
Yeah.
But
somewhere
if they're local, this is just offer to go pick them up, spend some time with them, and break bread or break bottles or whatever.
I love the document thing. I think that's fantastic. You know, right now, boosters, you know, people that have kids that play sports, whether you're in city leagues or you're, you know, and now getting ready to go into school. Hey, everybody remember, back in Chandler, they go to school July, like right away in July. Their summer's almost over.
Yep.
And, you know, most of us, you know, we think August or maybe even late August, early September. Not so here in Arizona. These kids are on a modified year-round plan, and some of the schools start really super early, like July 4th weekend, right after that. So now is not too late at all. Mike, this was one of the most timely things, you know, that we've posted, in a while for the week coming up or the time period coming up. But when you're documenting, you know, if your child goes to that elementary school, document your child. Bring your child into it. Have the child go up and knock on doors with you, saying, "Hey, my daughter goes to here." You know, let your daughter see you do that. You're going to build the next generation of contributors to the country and to the schools and to, you know, givers. But what a great idea. This one I can totally attach. My kids are, you know, too old now, of course, but so I've disconnected from this as a real estate agent. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, and you brought it up. I'm like, oh, hello, perfect timing.
Any broker rules I need to consider on this one?
I'm not a broker. Todd is. I just, I regurgitate what I hear Todd say. No, I think you're good here, buddy. But I do agree. Todd is 100% right. So West USA through West USA Cares has been doing back to school drives for the last 10, 15 years. We have seen it start in June or July, and then it started in June, then it started in late May. Now we're starting these processes, these conversations in April because the schools need this stuff because they are going back to school earlier. So it's starting earlier, which is actually a great opportunity for realtors to get in front of it. Now you can start this conversation as soon as it starts to get warm again, and you can start posting on your social media. Again, documentation is huge. People love to watch from the beginning of the process through the collection and all the people, and then the end and the delivery. They love that warm story. If you're not sure where to start, you don't want to take this on by yourself, your office is doing it right now, literally. Reach out to your branch manager, have a conversation. They're collecting things for schools. You can jump on that. You can reach out to your sphere of influence and let them know with West USA Cares, you're collecting for X, Y, and Z drive for the summertime. And you can just help tag along with what West USA is already doing.
All righty. Well, there you go, guys. That's our
awesome.
3-pack. Get
a
get
good
going
one.
for the summer. Do something. Just do something.
Yeah, do something, even if it's wrong. Then call your broker. No, just kidding.
All right. Well.